Talk about a tight squeeze. Hello, folks. Welcome back to our channel. I'm your friendly neighborhood, Mr. Goosebumps Boy, and today I'm here with another Goosebumps book review for you. And today I'm going to be reviewing the fourth book from Series 2000 called Invasion of the Buddy Squeezers Part 1. Invasion of the Buddy Squeezers Part 1, indeed. So this is the first part to a two-parter from Goosebumps, the very first one, and it happens to be in Series 2000. So this book is actually a pretty great book, to be honest with you. But before I move on to the book itself, there are a few things about it. There are a few things I would like to say about the front cover, as I usually do. So basically, we have this huge alien, green alien, in the foreground, and he's basically reaching out with one hand, reaching for us, the viewers, and he looks really scary. Look at those sharp teeth, man. Those red eyes, unblinking eyes. And there's a dog, basically, that seems to be trying to keep him at bay by basically biting him and clawing at him, but it's not, it looks like that the dog is unable to stop the alien from doing whatever he's inclined on doing. As you can see, if you look on the right, you can see one of his hands basically is holding some person's leg. And this alien looks pretty scary, right? And basically, in the background, you have basically the sky. And it looks like the night is still young, that the sun has just set, as you can see from looking at the horizon. And basically, the full moon is up in the sky. And stars are basically pretty much everywhere in this dark blue sky. And you have some meteorites on fire that are falling down on the earth, right? And basically in the background you have houses, you have bushes, you have fences, you have people, you have some grass here and there. It looks like it's part of a very, like whatever this front cover is taking place, it seems to be in the outskirts of town, maybe some small village. But I really enjoy the choice of colors, and the alien looks scary, it looks creepy. So what's this book about? Basically, we have our main character named Jack Archer, and basically he has a younger sister named Billy, i.e. Archer. And basically she's constantly kind of annoying him, trying to be the best at everything. She's always like, she wants to be the first, the best, the fastest. Yeah, you get the picture. And basically, one night, they're watching television, and they hear some kind of a news bulletin. And in it, they see a message from NASA that is informing them that an unidentified object is about to basically enter Earth's orbit. And Jack hopes that this object might be a comet, right? Soon after the broadcast concludes, Jack is going to go doing something that he does often, which is spying in on his neighbor named Mr. Fleshman. Pretty funny name if you ask me. Mr. Fleshman is basically an elderly man. He's a neighbor, and he has gray hair and gray green eyes. And Jack is going to use some binoculars to gaze in at him into his house. And Mr. Fleshman doesn't like that very much, obviously. But Jack does that anyway, right? Because he's convinced that this man has something to hide. Later, he's going to be met with some of his friends, namely Maddie Weiner, Marsha James, Derek Lee, and Henry Glover. And they're going to be playing with some kind of a bull. And what happens is Jack is going to start thinking that he sees a monster in Mr. Fleshman's house. But then Mr. Fleshman is basically going to come out of the house, walk out of the house, and he's going to give them the gold ball they were playing with. He's going to hand it over to them. But Jack's friends are kind of creeped out by Mr. Fleshman, so they don't want to stick around. They just want to take off. So that's what they're gonna do. And then Jack is gonna he's gonna decide to go to Mr. Fleshman's house and get the gold ball, which I believe they were playing with, and it somehow ended in his house. I don't really remember that. If I'm mistaken about this, please let me know, and I apologize for this. And but yeah, so basically, Jack is gonna feel like he's seeing a monster, right? And so he's gonna be running back home, hauling butt, and but then Mr. Fleshman is gonna give him back the gold ball, and ask him to stop spying on him because he's working on something that he claims is top secret. And Jack is going to want to, basically, it's going to make him all the more excited to find out what it is. And he's going to decide that he has to find proof of his work so that he can show it to his parents. So as the days go by, there's still not much update concerning whatever's this unidentified object that is about to enter Earth's orbit. Scientists are kind of puzzled about it, baffled, and it might not be a UFO, but Jack believes it could be. So soon afterwards, he's gonna go back to his neighbor, Mr. Fleshman. He's gonna go to his house, and once he's there, he's gonna make a shocking discovery that's gonna basically change everything. I'm not gonna spoil the book for you, but basically soon afterwards, Jack is gonna pick up a small metal object. And the small metal object, there's something about it. It's very significant to the story. And there's something that's going to happen. And as Jack is going to be inspecting this small metal square that he kind of stole, he's going to hear strange voices, right? And he's going to start acting strange and funny. He's going to be answering to his mother when she asks him to do something by saying, "I am ready, I will obey, and I will be prepared." And basically, the story plays out, and things happen the way they do. And then you basically get to the final twist, in which basically, yeah, something happens, all right? I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to spoil it in any shape or form. But something involving a meteorite and a green alien. I'll leave you with that. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I don't want to spoil it or anything. But basically, the end of this book opens up with a cliffhanger, a big cliffhanger, and the following message: to be continued. And part 2 will basically take off where part 1 ends. Invasion of the Buddy Squeezers Part 1. What did I think about it? I thought it was a pretty good book. I really enjoyed it. Character-wise, story-wise, it was a great build-up to the second part of the book. And believe it or not, even though this one is not really about aliens per se, it's more like some kind of a preparation, more like laying the ground for it. It still did a pretty awesome job, and might be better than the second part. Really like the characters, especially Jack Archer. Billy didn't like her that much. She's kind of annoying. Mr. Fleshman was a pretty interesting character. Just Friends, Maddie Weiner, Marshall James, Derek Lee, and Henry Glover were okay to me. But yeah, this book was pretty good. And this whole kind of build up, like I said, was pretty good. And it really makes us want to see what happens next in the second part of this book. So if I were to rate this book on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give it 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 for me for this book. What about you folks? What did you think about Invasion of the Buddy Squeezers Part 1? Did you like it? Did you hate it? And let me know in the comment section down below which one is your favorite book from Invasion of the Buddy Squeezers. Did you like the first part more? Did you prefer the second part? Let me know in the comment section down below. We'd really love to hear about your thoughts and views on this book. In the meantime, folks, stay safe. Goodbye. Take care, and I'll see you for the next review. Goodbye. This whole channel, aka Goosebumps Boy for you, signing off.